Hello everyone and welcome to another random game of the day. I'm Andrew and today we're playing Bomberman Hero for the N64 because I mean, it only makes sense to play a game for the N64 after talking about it for almost half an hour yesterday. So as you can see we have a whole bunch of files and we're going to be playing this one that I have already set up, which just sort of skips an introduction cutscene which isn't really that important. Just pretty much, there's some planets and they're in trouble and the princess has been kidnapped and for some reason it is Bomberman's job to go and save them all. So let's get going then. So there's a whole bunch of different planets and each of them acts as like a world. So there's 4 planets with 3 areas each, and then the final 5th sort of planet, although it's actually kind of like the enemy's spaceship sort of thing, and that only has 1 area. But yeah, 3 areas, and each of them are made up of a different number of levels. It can range anywhere from 4 to 7, although the average is usually about 5. But there's actually quite a few ones that have 6 and 7 too, although there's a few 4s. But anyway, we're going to be playing the battle room first, because the way it works is you can only go to the other areas once you've beat the first area, even though it looks like they're all selectable at the start. And then you have to work your way down through the levels. There actually are secret exits, so you will only be able to get to some of these by finding secret exits in some of the levels, which we will see. Because my plan is to hopefully just beat all of Area 1 in this video, and we'll see how long that takes. But yeah, here we go. So it sort of dumps us outside, although we don't really need to do anything out here. Although we might want to go and get this, just for fun. And what this is the life jacket, and this will stop Bomberman from getting hit by his own bombs. Because I guess while I'm out here I can explain a few things, since this is pretty much part of the tutorial anyway. So yeah, Bomberman Hero is a very interesting, and I actually think very fun platformer, which ranks right up there for me with games like Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie. I mean, it's just a lot of fun, because normally when you think of Bomberman, you think of that top-down game that, unless you're playing with a friend, it gets kind of old and repetitive after the first, like, 10 minutes. But in Bomberman Hero, it acts just like any other awesome platformer game, so you move around, A button's jump, B button throws a bomb, and you have a whole bunch of different power-ups and stuff that cross over with the arcade game. That was really lame. So like you can see you have the bombs and fire down there. So the bombs decides how many bombs you can throw at once, not including the charge up. The charge up will always throw a multi-bomb shot that kind of demolishes anything in front of you. But yeah, you can only throw like 1 normal bomb at a time when you have 1 down there. And the fire determines how big the explosion is. And like I said, Bomberman himself can get hurt by the explosion. Unless you have the life jacket like I have up there, which will stop me from getting hurt by it. These are switches, and they will activate things like platforms and stuff like that. And these are just transceivers, which kind of help you along the way. It's like tap the R button or C down to twice to kick a bomb. So like C down drops a bomb to the floor, then you can press C down again. Well, when you do it right, then you can press C down again to kick it, just like that. What does this one say? Place the bomb on the switch, and the floating platform will move. So yeah, there we go. So there is a quick lesson on how to play Bomberman Hero. A very, very fun game. So basically you go in here and you get some really weird cutscenes, like it's time for the training, and then he's going up the elevator, and then something crashes into one of the hills behind me, but let's not waste time with those cutscenes, because there are things that can easily be explained in about half the time. As you saw, I got the bomb item there, which now lets us throw 2 bombs at once, which is pretty decent. We have enemies. Destroying them gives us points, and we have more transceivers because of course it's the beginning of the game and we're just kind of getting used to things right now. So you'll earn points as you defeat enemies and collect items. So these crystals here, blue ones are worth 1, and we'll eventually see red ones, which are worth 5. Crystals, their main use is to give you points, although if you collect 200 of them, your life bar up there on the top left will be extended by 1, and it can go up to 8, so that heart would have given us some health. And if we go up here, there is an extra life. One thing I like about this game is that there's a lot of really cleverly hidden secrets like that you have to find. But yeah, so collecting 200 crystals will increase your maximum health by 1 up to a maximum of 8. Although the lame thing is that when you turn the game off, it goes back down to 4. So I mean, if you're fighting a boss or something, you're probably going to want to have all that extra health, so you just have to grind and get the crystals back, which is kind of lame. Now these things here, this is like the only time you ever see them. They kind of shoot you out just like that. And we can just go back and do the other one anyway, because we want those fire and bomb power-up items, which are very useful. Yeah, this game has a lot of... That was lame. This game has a lot of items that cross over with things from like the top-down Bomberman games, like the fire and bomb items. There's the detonate bomb item, which like detonates it whenever you want, and a whole bunch of other neat things too. So now the firepower for our bomb will be bigger, as we got the firepower item, and a whole bunch of crazy enemies in this game, like little chicken things here. I just try to destroy them all because we want these points. The game actually remembers how many points you get and sort of gives you a rank at the end of the level. So like if you've ever played Sonic Adventure 2, and you know those ranks that you get at the end of the level, and the game wants to get rank A on all of them, well, that's kind of what happens here. Whoa! Go, go, go! Awesome. So we have gems, which that one was worth 500, and rainbow gems are worth 1,000 points. Got a whole bunch of stuff there. And this here. But yeah, just overall, this game is really fun, and I find it's a really awesome and very underrated platformer. I mean, I think I'm like the only person in the world who has ever heard of this game. As I mean, if you ask people about it, I don't really know any other people who would have heard of it, with the exception of me talking about it, although I actually haven't played this... Oh, that was lucky. That was very lucky. I actually haven't played this game. Yeah, there's another life jacket. In probably like at least a few years, although this is one of my favorite N64 games, and I actually have gotten rank A's or 5s on all of the levels in the first 3 planets. You'll see what I mean by a 5 in a few minutes when we beat this level. Anyway, what we got here? Place a bomb on the switch and the floating board will move, but first we want to destroy this. We got all these chicken things that come out of here, and you just want to keep destroying those to keep getting some points. They'll eventually stop. Yeah, the interesting thing is that if you throw enough bombs, the fire will eventually come back at you, which is actually really neat. That guy. As you can see. But luckily, since we have the life jacket, it will do absolutely nothing since it protects us from our own firepower, which is very useful. So now we're kind of just setting a bomb on that switch, which will trigger this, and will let us go up here. I'm not sure what the total number of points in this level is. I hope it's 4,500, maybe? Yeah! Yes, we did. So yeah, we got a rank 5. So basically, you get ranked from 1 to 5 depending on how many of the points you get in the level. So since we got all 4,500 points, we got a rank 5, which is the highest you can get. And basically, your total rank for all of the levels in a world will be added up once you beat the world. And if you have all 5s, you'll get a gold medal. And by getting gold medals, you'll unlock bonus features. Like I believe that the first gold medal that you get unlocks the sound test and neat things like that. Place a bomb on the switch to stop the conveyor belt. I believe that getting a gold medal on all of the planets actually unlocks like a secret world, which I haven't actually seen, because as I said, I only have a rank 5, or a gold medal, on the first 3 worlds, and not all 5. Anyway, second level here. One thing I actually really like about this game is the music. I think it has very good music. A lot of it, there are some tracks which are just okay, although things like underwater music and stuff like that, because there are levels like underwater levels, flying levels, things like that, which are actually a lot of fun. If you go back and look at the title screen, you'll see some of the transformations that Bomberman actually makes in this game, like flying and underwater and stuff like that. But anyway, as you've probably noticed, your bomb and firepower carry over from level to level, which is actually very useful. So that way you don't have to go and collect it all again, and you can stock up if you're doing something like fighting a boss, or something like that, or you might want an extra bit of firepower. But anyway, let's see here. Let's try to buy all of this stuff, and it didn't go so well. But as you can see, we kind of want to go down here anyway, because there's a few things we want to get. You'll need a card key to open the exit door ahead. Sometimes in this game there's puzzles, like you need to collect keys, or do other things to open doors. So if we go through here, who knows what we'll find. Let's see. We have an enemy here, and if we keep going down, this is actually a teleporter, although we can actually jump over this gate to collect the card key that we needed, and get that. Although if we jump over this wall again, there's even more stuff down here, I believe. Like that. And we have a rainbow gem worth 1,000, and the crystal worth 5 crystals, and I believe 250 points. Because I think a normal crystal is worth 200 points. But yeah, overall, like I said, just some really neat, tricky places that you have to find in this game. So if we go in this teleporter, I believe, get in there. The jumping is kind of weird. It takes a bit of getting used to, although overall it's not too bad once you're used to it. Can't go back any farther than that. Let's see. Got some more crystals here. Another enemy here. And we have an exit. I'm actually going to come back to this because, as I said earlier, some levels have secret exits, and this is one of those. right there will take you to one of the secret levels in this area. But first we're going to go up here and open this door to, what's it called? I believe, whoa, so there's our first damage in this game. I think that this door is actually the secret exit. And, what's it called? And the other door would have been the normal exit. Although, look at that over there. Can I jump over to that? How do you get back there to those boxes? Let's see. So there's a gate there. Maybe we can jump over this exit? That's actually interesting. Let's go figure that out. Because, me and my completionist nature, I always want to get as many items as I can, whenever possible. But anyway, I destroyed all the enemies here, I believe. I don't think you can destroy those guys. So, anyway, we'll go and get the secret exit now, as we just try to figure out how to get those boxes that we saw hiding back there. I actually don't quite remember, as I said, it has been quite a while since I played this game. But if we jump on this ledge here, will it give us enough? Actually, maybe we can just grab on. Yeah, okay, there we go. And this will take us to these boxes back here, which will probably have some points which are required to get the rank 5 in this level. I actually don't know what's back here. You have a gold diamond there, and the blue crystal maybe? Ooh, and the missile coming right at us. That's not really that great. Actually, I don't know if there's any way to destroy that or not. Anyway, we have 4,000 points, and if you ask me, it's a nice even number, and that will probably be enough to get us to rank 5. There we go.
I did it!
We once again beat the level, and we got the secret exit, which takes us to... Actually, was that the secret exit or not? But either way, it led to the secret room, but we are going to go back and sort of just make a mad dash to the end to get the other exit. Crystals don't really matter right now, unless we are trying to, get the extra piece of life, which I don't think we'll worry too much about. Is there a firepower item here? There's a bomb item. And the life jacket, which we don't really need. Although, as you'll see, we're still missing a piece of health. So it's kind of lame that your health doesn't come back after each level. Well, I guess we'll just have to deal with that. Hopefully find the heart at some point. Oh, and we need that darn card key, which was located in here and over here. Just jump over this gate, get the card key. But yeah, if you've never played Bomberman Hero, and you're looking for either a new Nintendo 64 game to play or a very, very fun platformer, Bomberman Hero will definitely deliver that. And I believe it's also on Virtual Console in all regions. So even if you have don't have an N64, oh, flying all over the place. That's not good. But even if you don't have an N64 and you have a Wii, you should definitely check this game out, because it is very fun. And even has some replay values. I don't think I've pressed pause yet, but if we do, we will see that there are 24 of these secret orb things to find too, and they're hidden throughout a whole bunch of different levels, and they are actually sometimes very tricky to find, and they're very fun to look for. We haven't seen any yet, although we will in the Sky Room, which is actually, there actually may be one hidden in the Heavy Room too. There's definitely one in the Sky Room. Anyway, moving on, we are going to play the Secret Room in just a second. Now, so here we go, Secret Room. To open the tower door, you will need 4 key crystals. Just like we needed the card keys, in this room, we're going to need to collect 4 key crystals, which will be hidden all over the place, and there may even be one inside of this box, which there was not. There's another bomb power-up, and as you can see, it goes up to a maximum of 4, so all the ones after that, the sole purpose of collecting them is for points. There's not really much reason other than that. But as we shot across that hole, we collected one of the key crystals. Here is the second one. And defeat that guy. Open all of these boxes here. Another bomb inside that box, but at least we have a heart now in case we take a bit more damage. This will shoot you into the sky, and there's another key crystal right there. There, collected that. As you can see, the door shows you how many of them you have. So that's 3 of them right there. And you need to find the 4th one, which I actually don't remember where it is. Maybe up a tree somewhere. Maybe on top of this. There it is. Number 4. So now we can go back and enter that door as soon as we make sure that we got all of the points down here. Yes. So I don't think I need to go over that. That will hurt you. Although it's interesting that this one doesn't hurt you, despite the fact that it looks like you're gonna fall into some pain there, but you actually don't. Anyway, opening this door, despite the fact that those arrows were pointing at the door, it does not end the level. It actually just brings us to an upper level with more stuff to do. Some levels in this game aren't too long, although there actually are quite a few levels in this game. Because, as I said, there's 5 worlds, although, maybe I should have gone up before taking this. But, as I said, the 5th world, it actually only has 7 levels. It's kind of like a boss rush before the final boss. But 4 worlds with about 15 levels in each. So you have at least 60 levels there. So it's definitely not a short game, and it's very fun too. And definitely worth checking out. Like I said, if you are a platformer enthusiast like me, I really like this game. Let's see, defeat this chicken man here. I actually don't exactly know whatever got me into this game. I try to think back. There we go, a nice even 3,500 points should get us a rank 5. I actually have no idea why I got this game. I mean, was it a friend or family member that bought it for me? Was I at the store and I thought it looked good and I bought it? I actually have no recollection of why I ever got this game, because, I mean, I wasn't really a huge Bomberman fan, considering, I mean, the arcade game is fun, but, I mean, it loses its fun after a little bit, since it kind of does get repetitive. Unless you're playing multiplayer online or something like that, which is a lot of fun. Bomberman Ultra is a fun game that I do have on PlayStation 3. But, I mean, just overall, I'm not quite sure whatever got me in. Oh no, I thought that there was floor down there. Let's not die. Dying, I believe, always takes you back to the beginning of the level. But, what's it called? Let's see. An enemy has placed an auto bomb somewhere in this room. I'll remove it. And that is this thing here, which is what I said we have on the pause menu there, that is the first one. I remember, I never used to, I actually didn't find that for a while because I never noticed that you could grab onto that even though the transceiver was above it. So like I said, just another one of those awesomely placed secrets that this game has to offer. And I really love things like that. But yeah, I have no idea why I ever got this game, although I am so happy that I did, because this is just an incredible game. And you can kind of slip through here and get this box, which has another life jacket in it. And I don't know, I think the only thing that life jacket protects you against is your own fire, although I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, more crystals here, and the spring. There's a whole bunch of things that we need to explore here. Can you destroy that? No, you can't. I don't know why I all of a sudden thought that you could. Anyway, there's still a red crystal down there that I missed, which we will go back to get. Just right now. Yeah, red crystal there, and we also have another enemy here too. So anyway, now that those guys are destroyed, as you might have noticed when we started playing the game, there was actually 2 files that looked completed. That's because back in the day, I was very paranoid of my video games erasing on me, because it was an all too common thing to happen. I mean, my Super Nintendo and N64 games seem to just love erasing themselves. I actually did lose my completed saved data on this game once before, which is why I started to save it, or copy it over ever since. Because yeah, I mean, one day I just turned the game on and my file was erased. I mean, just the first one, not all of them, and I have no idea why that happens. That happens for a lot of my Super Nintendo games as well, especially Donkey Kong Country. If you destroy the barrier tower core, the wall will disappear. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why files just sometimes decide to erase. If your files do erase sometimes, my suggestion is to immediately, okay, I electrocute you, good to know, to immediately turn the game off and turn it back on, because sometimes your save files will come back. Although sometimes, unfortunately, they won't. Because I mean, I've had games like Mario 64 and Paper Mario, where I turned it on and it said that all of the files were new. Although I turned it off and then turned it back on. And luckily I got all of my saved data back, which is really weird. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's try not to die by the end of this level, because I don't really feel like doing all of it all over again. Destroy all of those guys. That's 4,000 points. Is that enough for a rank 5? No, it's not, because there's still some crystals here. And I hope that there's a heart at some point, because I would really like it. And there we go. There's our heart, so we at least haven't... I was about to say that we at least have an extra hit, although it doesn't look like that is the case anymore. See, jumping is a bit weird in this game at times. I mean, you can't turn back once you've started jumping in a certain direction, although you can slow down your jump speed, which is sometimes useful. So we have 4,150, although I have a suspicion that there is at least one more item that we are missing. And I really hope that we do not fall into the electricity while we are trying to get our hands on it. Come on, there's something over here. There's some crystals there. And if we keep going, there's even some more crystals over here. Wow, we missed a lot. But anyway, those blue crystals, if I wouldn't be surprised if there was two more to take us up to an even 4,500. No. And what item did I even just get there? I didn't have a chance to see it before I fell in. Before I fell, not necessarily in. Whoa, 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 stop! No! Please do not spaz out into the electricity. Come on, I just need that one last blue crystal. Please don't die. That will take us up to 105 crystals. We are almost at an extra piece of health. Okay, let's be very careful here. I don't like this number. I mean, 4,550 doesn't seem like a very rank 5-ish number. Please tell me I didn't miss anything. Whoa, I got over the maximum. Yeah, there will be some cases where there actually is more points than what is required to get a rank 5. I'm actually surprised that that was the case in that level though. And the final level that we're going to do today, and the most difficult level of this world, which is why it was placed at the end, the Sky Room. Here we go. I like the music in this level. You will need a card key to open the exit door ahead. Good to know. Nothing hidden back there. Looking for stuff all over the place. Let's see if we can get rank 5 on every level. But let's also see if we can find that card key. If we go up here, there's the Black Bomberman dude here, and he kind of just flies away and leaves us a crystal behind. And if we go on this floating platform here, we will find another one of those, whatever the heck they were called, bombs. So that is 2 out of 24. That one was actually very easy to find. A lot of them are actually much more difficult than that. I remember as a kid, I actually had a bit of difficulty with this level. Whoa, 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 aww. Our first death because of my stupidity. But also because you don't get your health back after every level, which I mean, it's kind of lame that you don't get your health back. And there's not really that massive of a supply of parts. I mean, I guess you could go back to another level and kind of just like stock up on them. And we do lose our special item. Whoa! They're dead. And let's just die right now because it's fun. Luckily it's at the beginning, so we're not having to redo entire levels, although it is taking away our firepower, which is not something that I would like to have done, because the more firepower the better, and kind of difficult to find sometimes in this game. Anyway, let's go up here. Does this give you points? Oh, it does too. Ah, so that would explain why I had an extra 50 points in the last level, because those collectibles do not come back. So since I got one in the last level, there would have to, the total would have to be accounting for the fact that what's it called? That those collectibles exist in that level and stuff like that. So basically, the extra 50 came from that bomb or a collectible item or whatever it is that doesn't come back. And this platform always throws me off. Oh yeah, so this does that. I mean, this thing here, don't fall. Very nice. I'm always afraid of falling off that. Let's see. So we're looking for a card key to open the exit. I'm sure it will probably be in plain sight or something like that. No, I believe it's inside a box, closer to the end of the level. Which may or may not be like right here. So here's a heart that we definitely could have used earlier. And here's a crystal, and almost falling off the edge, that I'm very happy to have come across. Let's see here. Ooh, these things are evil. You have to time this just right to get through the middle. Not too bad, but at the same time, it is kind of tricky. We have a dude over here. Let's see. There we go. I believe that the exit door is over here. Although we're just going to go and check this out for just a second, because there is something back there that I definitely want to check out, and I believe the card key is in this box. No, it's a gem. Now, the card key is most likely located over here, in this sort of off to the side area that you may or may not have to explore depending on if the card key is actually here or not. Although based on how out of the way it is, I would say that the card key is probably at the very top. So let us see. And there we go, the card key. Worth another 50 points, I believe it was. And we got the platform here. And now all we have to concern ourselves with is making our way to the end of the level and hopefully getting a rank A. Come on, please don't fall. Lame. I will be back in just a minute. Okay, so let's see here. I believe this should take us back to where we did it before. I believe we had 3,450 points. So, hopefully we don't make any more silly mistakes and you're able to beat the level. I also went and got that collectible back and have the card key, which is shown up there. I don't think I ever showed that. I actually completely forgot that it showed that when you picked up the card key. But anyway, I don't remember if water is a one-hit kill or if it just hurts you, but let's not find out. We have this dude here. And 3,500 points sounded like it could have possibly been the final score. Although 4,000 seems good, and don't forget to account for the extra 50 from that bomb collectible thing. And there we go! Straight 5s across the board on Planet 1, Area 1. And we have this. Your training is done, I will give you the bomber pitch. Whatever that means. Ah, okay. Yeah, so basically this is just talking about all the different transformations that you can make. Yeah, that's the UFO I said crashed into that hill or mountain behind. And the cutscene that we skipped. Yeah, the story in this game, not really important, but platforming awesomeness is indeed something that you will find here. And the cutscene goes on. And we get to watch him running into that terribly looking hills in the background. And there we go, we can now select Area 2 after getting all 5s there. And as you can see, Area 2 as a whole, 7 levels. Although we will not be playing any of them today because, as I said, just going to play through the first area just to show what this game is like. Whoa, and I did not mean to enter that level. Because overall, this is a very fun game. And I mean, you can see the next 2 planets out there. But overall, if you've never played this game before, and you like platforming games, and these games that are overall a lot of fun, I highly recommend trying this out, because it's a very, very underrated and not very well-known game. So I'm hoping that this will sort of spread the word, and people will go out there and try this game. There was also Bomberman 64, which was actually a lot different. I mean, you couldn't jump, and the whole game worked a lot differently, which I actually think it's still a very fun game, but overall, the platforming aspect and stuff that Bomberman Hero has is just incredible, and I highly recommend trying it out if you haven't. So yeah, I believe that's where we're going to end off today. So thank you very much for watching. This is going to be like another half-an-hour video here. Well, I mean, I have some editing to do with that silly death that I made in the last level there. I mean, even before I started the level, I mentioned that I sometimes fall off the edge and stuff like that in that level, and it just happened. So yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's random game of the day, and I hope you'll join me next time for something different. So thanks, and hope to see you then.